Your life, your music.
How many of you believe we serve a God of restoration?
Radio
You believe that? I want to say, wash me off that.
You are listening
Yes,
to
yes, come make we sing again
the
now.
show where information meets music.
Wash me off when me dirty. Give me little more. Right now me thirsty. Wash where the evil them from around me. Wash where anything them send come fi hurt me. Right now me want to send down the rain. Wash where disappointment. Wash where the pain. Me want fi think clearly. Wash off me brain. Ain't my life, Papa send down your rain. So me sing again. To release the curse. Make all of my friends them start go to church. Teach all of them just fi seek you first. Make them understand that you love them the most. Sit down in the ghetto, too much gunshot a burst. Things already mucky, no want it get worse. No want see no more of them in and no earth. Anything them send, come make it reverse. Let me sing again. When you tell Noah, build that ark, make the wicked get swallowed. Too much wickedness all a go on pan this earth, yeah. War plus war, not fi mention the murders. Righteousness slowly getting unpopular. Man, worship themselves, now give you no honor. Boss it, set it, boss it, set it, boss it, boss it, open, make the whole of them get shower. Open the floodgates of heaven, let it rain.
FM 96.7. Your life, your music.
Fresh FM Radio London.
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music, meets music, meets music.
I just want you to know, no matter your circumstance, nor the situation, you are special. And today, we're taking all the doubts away. Right now. If all your life somebody told you you'll never amount to nothing, and somewhere down the line you begin to believe, so you started to act just like nothing. You took the easy way, but look where you are today. God can make something wonderful out of you. God can make something out of nothing. He's the same today as he was yesterday. And if you don't believe me, ask Moses about the Red Sea. Just ask the Hebrew boys about the fiery furnace. The power of God showed up and set them free. God can make something wonderful out of me. If you feel like life is whipping you and you're stumbling over everything you try to do, and somebody keeps saying there just ain't no way. Oh, but Judge just said, whatever you ask in my name, I will give it to you. God can make something wonderful out of you. Oh, God can make something out of nothing. He's the same today as he was yesterday. And if you don't believe me, ask Moses about the Red Sea. Just ask the Hebrew boys about the fiery furnace. The power of God showed up and set them free. God can make something wonderful out of me. So right now, we're taking away all the doubts, all the low self-esteem, all the hesitation, anything that produces fear. We're taking it away from you right now. And this is my testimony to the world. Oh, yeah. Something out of nothing. Oh, yeah. He's the same today as he was yesterday. Ooh. And if you don't believe me, ask Moses about the Red Sea. Just ask the Hebrew boys about the fiery furnace. The power of God showed up and set them free. God
Sweet, sweet Jamaica.
If you're craving a real taste of the Caribbean, the flavors you grew up with, the ingredients that make your meals feel like home, then welcome to Caribbean Marketplace. At Caribbean Marketplace, we're proud to serve our community with 3 convenient locations across the metro area. In Latonia at 2618 C-Max Cleveland Boulevard. Our Atlanta location at 5790 Old National Highway. Or stop by our Douglasville store at 6920 C Douglas Boulevard. No matter which location you visit, you'll experience the same authentic Caribbean vibe and quality selection. Brands like Grace, Lasco, Walker's Wood, Chief, Maggie Seasoning, Beta Pack, and many, many, many more. We offer a wide variety of Caribbean produce, including yam, green banana, breadfruit, callaloo, chocho, and scotch-buttered peppers. And when it comes to ackee, we are the only ones that carry 14 different brands of ackee, like Linstead ackee and Spur Tree, just to name a few. If you're stocking up for your restaurant, wholesale is available. For more information, visit CaribbeanMarketATL.com and connect with us on social media using hashtag CaribbeanMP. So come shop where quality, culture, and community come together every single day. That's Caribbean Marketplace.
Fit FM 96.7 on air and online. Fit FM JA. Fit FM, your life, your music.
Welcome to the YouTube channel of The Wayne Hall Show, broadcasting since 2012. The Wayne Hall Show is a global platform where information meets music. Please subscribe right now to keep up with everything that's going on in our community. This is the home of our live streamed simulcast show, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. until 10 p.m. Don't miss our remote broadcasts and awesome interviews of some of the most phenomenal men and women in the Caribbean American community. Check out our fun short videos. We're delighted to promote your business and services right here also. The Wayne Hall Show has received numerous accolades for its contribution to the community, including the Captains of Industry Award, the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, the Linkage Radio DJ of the Year, and several resolutions in the state of Georgia. Please hit the subscribe button and join the ever-growing community of The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music.
That's right. Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome to this edition of The Wayne Hall Show. Let me say a quick welcome to my listeners on Fit FM 96.7 down there in Western Jamaica. Of course, coming to you through Trelawny. It's Trelawny's Radio, your life, your music. A big shout out to everyone on Linkage 101.75 in New York City. Welcome to this edition of The Wayne Hall Show. All right, London. Hello in London. Fresh FM Radio, London. Rudy Page and the crew. How are you? All right. Also want to shout out Hype FM. The owner says it's the right FM or the best FM. YouChooseRadio.com. All right, here in the ATL and New York. How we doing? EnergyRadio1.com. Big shout out to You Choose Radio, EnergyRadio1.com, Island Worldwide, the power of music. And I got to shout out everyone watching on YouTube, Twitch. Those of you on TikTok, hello. I see you trickling in over there on TikTok. Good evening and welcome. Want to say a big shout out to everyone on Facebook as well. Luigi Antonio, First Lady Michelle, Singer Irie, Tracy and Clark, Sparky Melody. Good evening to you all and welcome. Auntie P, I see you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So we got a great show lined up for you this evening. In fact, we're going to get it going for you right now, informationally. We're going to have the governor for the 25-26 Lions Club. And don't have my notes, but she'll explain more clearly what her actual role is. And it's Dr. Angella Williams standing by on Zoom. Then Anthony Turner with the eReport at 8:30. After that, we have Mr. Kanhai from Jamaica, JOLLYWOOD. He's going to talk to us about what is JOLLYWOOD all about? What's the mission and vision behind Jamaica's JOLLYWOOD? And at 9 p.m., a very important and pertinent conversation on immigration issues with attorney Safiya Byars joining us to talk about immigration this evening. So, good show, lots of information, and I'm sure it's going to be a nice sandwich because we'll get you some more music towards the end. So, that said, ladies and gentlemen, let me go on over to Zoomland, and there is Dr. Angella Williams. Hello, good
Hello,
evening. Let me
hello.
make sure I can hear you. How
Hello,
are
Wayne.
you?
I am doing well. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure to have you. And there's the flyer sitting beautifully between us. So you'll know exactly what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Dr. Williams, I know I put it in my notes, but I'm not looking at it right now, is the, you're the governor of the,
District Governor.
yes. So please go ahead and just explain your title and role, and then real quick, what the mission is right now.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for the opportunity and greetings, everyone listening. My name is Dr. Angella Williams. I am the 2026 District Governor for Georgia, District 18I. There are 4 districts in Georgia, and I cover primarily looking towards the middle, looking north. I cover the eastern, northern parts of the state. I have 47 clubs that I oversee in the state of Georgia. And typically I am traveling throughout, my time here during the year. I'm also the vice chair for the state of Georgia. That means that I sit on the Council of Governors, and I am the policy chair. So I help to shape policies for what Lions clubs do in Georgia. I sit on a committee that I chair. And with that, we look primarily, the work that we do is supporting community needs. We have 8 initiatives that we foremost ensure that we are continuously serving the community with those needs. They are vision, diabetes, childhood cancer, youth, disaster, humanitarian needs, and also we focus on environment. We focus on environment. So I might have just given you 7. So let me think about what I left out of that. For hunger, excuse me, hunger is the last
Okay.
one. Absolutely, and that is very big right now, food insecurity. So we are continuously supporting the needs of our community. We, I'm part of the Atlantic Caribbean Lions Club. I want to, talk about that. The Atlantic Caribbean Lions Club is doing some amazing thing here in Georgia. We are 4 years old. It took us about a year to charter the club, but we are 4 years strong, and we are supporting the Metro Atlanta community as well as the Caribbean. So we have members in the club that are from about 7 to 8 different countries in the Caribbean. And so we try to connect with our homeland and to see what those lions on the ground, what their needs are, or with other organizations on the ground. So we've done some amazing work. I am of Jamaican product. I'm a British Jamaican. My parents are Jamaicans. And I have instrumentally supported clubs in the Kingston, Trelawny, Clarendon, St. Elizabeth, and Manchester, and I've done some work in Westmoreland as well. So we are working diligently to support the funds that we raise and the event that we have coming up this Saturday, which is our annual fundraising dinner and gala. The proceeds are used to support those 8 initiatives that I just mentioned. And so we're hoping to donate a portion of that proceeds to support Hurricane Melissa. As many of you might have seen the drives that I've been doing on GoFundMe, as well as the flyers that we send out about the work that we do in the Caribbean, specifically Jamaica, because it's been greatly impacted. And I've spent a couple of weeks in Jamaica working on the ground, 2 to 3 weeks after Hurricane Melissa. So our fundraising gala is really what I just stated. It is fundraising. We do a silent auction. We do additional donations, raffles that we can do, any kind of proceeds that we get. It's 100% goes back into the community. As Lions, we also pay for our way to go into our events.
Wow.
That is part of our established policy or mantra is that we also pay to go into our events. So we are volunteering, but we're also giving back financially to the community. And so please join us if you're able to come, weather permit. We are watching the weather. And I want to say 2 years ago when we had our event, it's at the same location. I'm going to give you the information. It was the coldest day in Georgia, the coldest day 2 years ago. And I want to thank you all for coming out. We had about 95% of our guests that came out that evening to support what we do in the community.
Wow.
We truly, truly, truly thank you for what you do to continue to support the needs of your communities. So when we work in the community and you work with us, we are working alongside each other to truly impact community needs. We're going to be at the DeKalb Conference Center, which is on the Georgia Piedmont Technical College, which is right off Memorial Drive. It is on the flyer. The information is on the flyer. The QR code is on the flyer. If you're interested in purchasing a ticket, it is $95 per person. This organization is very much a wonderful organization to be a part of. We are the world's largest service organization, founded in 1917. There are 1.4 million lions worldwide, and we are in over 200 countries. So you can just imagine the impact. I also want to invite you to my upcoming district governor convention, which will be held March 27th through the 28th in the village of Stone Mountain. We will have a 2-day event. And my guest speaker will be coming from Trinidad and Tobago. She is the international director. They serve a term for 2 years. And the international director will be coming from Trinidad and Tobago. So I'm inviting you to be part of that event. It's a 2-day, and we can give you those information at a later date. But mark your calendar, please, to come out and join us. We'll have a Caribbean fiesta theme, and we'll make it very much Caribbean food, music, and talk about lions and how we can further impact our communities.
Awesome, awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, all we can say is support, support. And I will personally add that I was following your communication as you made your way through Jamaica post Melissa, and very impressed with everything you were able to get done with the limited resources at the time. And so I got to tell you, it was a great feeling to know that this is our support of the Atlanta Caribbean Lions Club gets used. And remember, she was in Jamaica with a team. You also had folks in Haiti and other countries that got hit by Melissa as well, and also doing work that wasn't Melissa related that was needed in other countries. So hats off. I've honestly, if no one else has, you have made me pay a lot more attention to what the Lions Club mission and vision is. And it's truly impressive. I really liked when I learned about the vision program. Yes. And I thought that was great. And then as I dive more into it, I see how much you do in the communities that you service. So, ladies and gentlemen, very worthy of your dollars and cents.
Thank you so much.
So please support this great organization. Anything else?
Absolutely. It's a team effort. I could not do this work alone. We have some amazing in our club, amazing Caribbean Lions that have stepped up. Some of our Lions have never done community service before, and they have really come on in and just take the baton and run with it. Let me just mention, in DeKalb County Schools, we are the preferred provider for vision screening.
Yes.
We're highlighted in the district. I was able to have dialogue with the superintendent who has come out to some of the things that we have done, or send a team out, I should say, to some of the work we've done in the district. And right now, we can say that we are not only doing the vision screening in DeKalb, we've done hunger food distributions in many of the schools. And most recently, we have been given a grant to support social emotional learning. We have a program called Lion's Quest, which is 40 years old. And so we will be supporting some of these more challenging schools in DeKalb County, as well as the alternative schools, a school, to support them with that social emotional learning piece. We've also partnered with a local community organization that supports families in DeKalb, and we will be working with their after-school program to also support immigrants and refugees with that portion of that grant. So that is a big thing. We're looking to do a lot more within different districts in Gwinnett County, which is the largest school district in Georgia. We are also in schools in Gwinnett. We're in our third year serving students with Vision Program. How does that Vision Program work? Well, we go in as Lions and we do the vision screenings. Our Lions can be seen in a uniform. So we are always, in uniform, whether we have an official meeting or we are out serving the community. Once the vision screenings are done and they're non-invasive, the results goes into one of our staff members who input the data. Those students who are in need of further recommendation or an eye exam, we then work with a team. We have a national partner, eye center, that works with us to support the initiatives that we're doing in the schools, and we meet them regularly. We do submit data to the school district and to our partner to show the work that we're doing. And so once the eye exams are done, then those students who need eyeglasses, they do get one free pair of glasses. We also support community health fairs. So if you have health fairs, we get that all the time. Can you come out and do a health fair? Can you set up a booth for vision screening? Yes, we can. Typically, though, we need a semi-dark room to do the vision screenings in. So we always ask partners if there's a closed-in tent with the sides closed in, or if there's a building next to the health fair, whether it's a church event or whatever the case might be, if we could perhaps get an indoor room so that we can, inside room, so that we can do the vision screening. So we are welcome and willing to come out and support the needs of the community. We're also looking for members now. So I just want to say, join a Lions Club. Come out and join a club. Come and have fun with us. We do a lot of cultural things with our club. We have a great time serving the community, a great time coming together. And so if you want to learn more about Lions Club, you can reach me or reach us at AtlantaCaribbeanLions@gmail.com. AtlantaCaribbeanLions@gmail.com, and come out and support such a worthy cause for your community.
Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, again, the Lions Club, no secret, but boy, great to have just learned more about all you do. And there it is on the screen. You get to rock to DJ Flavor this Saturday. And she pointed out earlier, the coldest day of the year 2 years ago, 95% attendance. So the Lions are not daunted by weather reports, okay?
They're not.
They roar no matter what.
That's right. And we want you to come out and meet our Multiple District 60 International Director from Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
So I worked with the Lions in Jamaica. I attended the mid-year MD 60. MD stands for Multiple District 60. Each one of us, we are Multiple District 18 in Georgia. And so I worked with them. There were Lions from across the Caribbean, Trinidad, Guyana, Suriname, Jamaica, St. Kitts, all over, that came together in Jamaica for the mid-year conference. And so I learned a lot from them. What I learned is that they are very serious about business, and they're very serious about supporting communities. They are very cohesive, and they've been around a long time. In the Caribbean and Jamaica, Lions have been there for 60 years. So if you ever visit your country, if you're listening and you're from one of the islands or countries in the Caribbean, when you go back, just look up one of the Lions Club and learn more about what they do in their community. And also, you can also support them. Not just that we support them, from here to the Caribbean, but any organizations can partner with us or partner with Lions around the world. So it is always, we're always looking for partners to work with. Thank you again, Wayne. I'm calling you Lion Wayne now. So I'm going to
Roar.
I'm going to have to install you right here on the air. Okay.
I know. But yeah, truly appreciate and admire what the Lions Club stands for. And thank you, Dr. Williams, for coming on tonight and just what a thorough breakdown of not just the mission on Saturday, but everything that the Atlanta Caribbean Lions Club stands for. We appreciate love all you do. Good luck on Saturday.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Enjoy the rest of your evening. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Angella Williams breaking it down why the Lions Club event this Saturday is very important for you to attend. All right. We lost a legend this week, man. Somebody moved on. I tell you what, let me see if I can bring in the video that I have here. Let's see. I was not able to do it sooner. Mr. Hall is a very busy man, right? So, but anyhow, this is for the audience who can see, but you'll definitely hear also in Radioland what I'm about to try and share here. Okay, good. So, all right, one more time. Okay. All right. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that's the legend, Stephen Catcore, man. They're playing the last time I saw him in Atlanta at the Barris concert, Barris Hammond and Third World concert held at the theater, the amphitheater, not Mabel, no, Chastain. I think that was at Chastain Amphitheater. So he decided that he had enough of us here on Earth, and so he flew away. He got his wings, and he's going to do it on the other side. So we want to say rest in paradise to one of the greatest to have ever played an instrument in reggae music, a true icon of reggae music, a founding member of the Third World Band, which is not just a band, but an institution in Jamaican music and culture. And so, ladies and gentlemen, join me in saying, rest in peace, rest in paradise to Cat Core. We will always, always remember you. So, rest in paradise, my brother. One more time, Cat Core. And you know, one of the things about Cat is he will tell you unequivocally that he could play any Bob Marley song. And that was him playing redemption songs in Atlanta on the at the last time Third World was here on that Barris show. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, rest in paradise to one of the legends, one of the best, one of the icons of our time and for eternity. Cat Core, Third World. All right, ladies and gentlemen, had to get that in, okay? And don't forget, it's a busy night on the Wayne Hall Show because coming up shortly, we're gonna have another guest. We're gonna be talking to Mr. Kanhai, and he's of JOLLYWOOD, Jamaica. Let me find my note here because I need to make sure I'm giving all the right titles. Yes, so it's Mr. Kanhai Condison, and founder of JOLLYWOOD Jamaica, architect of legacy, cultural visionary, global brand builder. He's up next, ladies and gentlemen. But before he joins us, how about a little niceness?
A pure niceness. Every time we step in at the area, give thanks for life, we still there. Cause we no drop flesh, come to live up we best. Yeah, yeah. Just want you to know, say, this is no AI simulation. A real human vibration. Blessed another day, don't know we come to stay. Yeah, yeah. Where we are free, do you know what it means? You leave your house this morning and you come back home. So many things could happen on the street. Might I hear bad news once you pick up the phone. Every moment is a blessing. Although the Gideon can be so testing. So tonight we won't be stressing. Dancing our troubles away. A bare niceness. Every time we step in at the area. Give thanks for life, we still there. Cause we no drop flesh, come to live up we best. Yeah, yeah. Just want you to know, say, this is no AI simulation. A real human vibration. Blessed with another day, no, we come to stay. Play me some selling, busy signal. Drop me some bars, new music that you have. Our plans to save all the worries for the day. Hold our back before we go back home. Jump and fella. We know why you're not the best, and we know why you're wrong, yeah. Sweet music we defend, we know why you on the ends. Pack up yourself and just go home. Niceness, every time we step in at the area. Give thanks for life, we're still there, yeah. Cause we no drop flesh, come to live up with best. Yeah, yeah, just want you to know, say, this is no AI simulation. A real human vibration. Blessed with another day, no, we come to stay. Yeah, yeah, every moment is a blessing.
That's right. Want to shout out Maxine Lyons. Good to see you. All right, Dr. Reed. Good to see you. Michelle Gordon Walker. How are you? Alpha Rampersad. How you doing? That's right. No idol. No idle people, said singer Irie. What we say?
We don't have no time for idle people who don't want to help themselves, but rather get up, sit down, chat people business, and don't want to do nothing else. We don't have no time for idle people who don't want to help themselves, but rather get up, sit down, chat people business, and don't want to help themselves. Pull the one from top, Miss All, it a beat them too bad. Come make we work, come make we work. Even if a chicken you a jerk, you coulda be a banker. Let's do some work. We don't have no time for idle people who don't want to help themselves, but rather get up, sit down, chat people business, and don't want to do nothing else. We don't have no time for idle people who don't want to help themselves, but rather get up, sit down, chat people business, and don't want to help themselves. See food there, one go plant. You know one plant food, but you want eat it. She work there, make some money. You know one work for money, but you want spend it. 12 o'clock you still lie down in a bed, then get up and a stretch like you're lying on a bed. Big day of man, me no keep from the sweat of your brow. That's how you eat bread. We don't have no time for idle people who don't want to help themselves, but rather get up, sit down, chat people business, and don't want to do nothing else. We don't have no time for idle people who don't want to help themselves, but rather get up, sit down, chat people business, and don't want to help.
That's right. Singer Irie one more time. As we make our way to another guest, let's go. No idle people, right?
Let's do some work. We don't have no time for idle people who don't want to help themselves, but rather get up, sit down, chat people business, and don't want to do nothing else. We don't have no time for idle people who don't want to help themselves, but rather get up, sit down, chat people business, and don't want to help themselves. See food there, one go plant. You know one plant food, but you want eat it. She work there, make some money. You know one work for money, but you want spend it. 12 o'clock you still lie down in a bed, then get up and a stretch and like you're flying in a bed.
FM
Pick me up and that mean
Your life, your music.
Fresh FM Radio London.
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music, meets music, meets music, meets music.
I promise you, we will get back to some more music right here on The Wayne Hall Show. What a vibe, what an energy. But we do have our next guest on, ladies and gentlemen. And I tell you what, he's here to share some very important information and interesting information. So let me go on over, and I need to get the lion out the way. All right, there we go. Want to say, you know what? Okay. Let me say this. Oh, hold on one moment. All right, because I'm getting a notification here that I need to. Okay, so I need to do this again. All right. I'll just go back one moment. I'll be right with you. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes the technology proves itself very interesting, okay? And so we are going back live on one of our platforms. unfortunately told me we got disconnected for whatever reason. But that's not going to stop the fun we're about to have right now with our new guest. I see folks jumping right back on. Good. Beautiful. So let me come back over here and say good evening. Good evening and welcome to Mr. Kanhai Condison. How are you, sir?
I'm good, my friend. Wayne, how are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing today?
I'm
Very
doing
cold?
very well. Doing very well, my brother. Let me just share, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kanhai Condison is the CEO and founder of JOLLYWOOD Jamaica. He's also an architect of legacy, cultural visionary, and global brand builder. We're going to get into all of that. Mr. Condison stands as one of Jamaica's most dynamic cultural architects, a visionary CEO and founder who transformed JOLLYWOOD Jamaica from a bold idea into a global movement of legacy, pride, and cinematic storytelling. He fuses Jamaican excellence with world-class innovation, positioning JOLLYWOOD as a rising cultural powerhouse, shaping how the world sees, celebrates, and immortalizes Jamaican greatness. As the creator of the JOLLYWOOD Jamaica Hall of Fame, the Actors Across Borders Hand and Footprint Induction Ceremony, and the Hall of Fame Golf Invitational Series, Mr. Condison has built a new ritual of recognition, one that honors Jamaicans, local and international, while inspiring the next generation. His signature and footprint philosophy has become a defining symbol of the brand, reminding audiences that every individual carries a story worth preserving. A master strategist and brand builder, he blends entertainment, heritage, and immersive experiences to craft cultural products that travel across borders. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to have him as my guest here for the next several minutes. And man, that's impressive, sir. That's impressive. So we're going to just get into some conversation then, because that right there, we need to understand how this all unfolded. The bold idea that has become what we now know as JOLLYWOOD and the hand and footprint signature.
All right. So thank you again for the opportunity to speak to you and your audience. Well, JOLLYWOOD Jamaica started a few years ago. And under JOLLYWOOD Jamaica, the primary function and primary aim for JOLLYWOOD Jamaica is to acknowledge, celebrate, highlight, and promote Jamaican people, place, and culture using different mediums like film, magazine, merchandise, talent, television, movie, theater, and the museum. So just on those 8 or so headings, we actually break it down to maybe the top 4, which is the movie theater, the museum, the bookstore, and the film. So when we started moving into the movie theater now, into the museum, what the aim is to keep it same way, acknowledge, celebrate, highlight, and promote still. And what I realize is that you have so many Jamaicans who have done extremely well, and they're not really getting their flowers still. So we created a way how we can actually acknowledge some of these guys, and that's why we created the hand and footprint. When the footprint symbolizes the person's journey, and the handprint symbolizes the person's responsibility to help. So we started a few years ago in the sense of acknowledging the individuals on a public platform. So we created Actors Across Borders. Actors Across Borders now is a yearly event that features film, music, and the Hall of Fame actual live induction. So we choose 9 Jamaicans each year to do the official hand and footprint for them still. The footprint, after the footprint is done, a plaque is made, and the plaque stays by the museum. It's one of its kind. The plaque stays by the museum, and what each Hall of Famer gets, they get a photo frame of that hand and footprint. The responsibility for each Hall of Famer is to now elect or select someone they think is also deemed eligible to get Hall of Fame recognition, and that's what it's all about. Just about for the Hall of Famers.
Wow, amazing. And speaking of across borders, this is not just subject to Jamaicans, say, in a certain area. Jamaicans in the diaspora are more than qualified. So speak to how, for example, we've seen the movement here in Atlanta. Speak to how that is impacting, how you are impacting the diaspora with this movement?
Well, for as you mentioned, still the hand and footprint, the museum, the movement is not just for Jamaicans only. Still, we are looking at how we can grow it into acknowledging Caribbean persons still. Because when you talk about someone's journey is not just about a Jamaican person journey. So we're going to expand it a bit more. Atlanta is just the first stop of going to the UK, the first stop of going to Florida, the first stop of going to Canada, the first stop of going to New York. So we're trying to move it out a little bit more. But what we are doing now still is getting all the information in the sense of persons who are in it, persons who have recommended persons. So I've gotten recommendation for persons in as far as Mississippi.
Wow.
So it's just at some point still we get to somebody who is that side. Remember, the aim is to immortalize and to create a space that these persons can be acknowledged for years to come. I think you just mentioned Cat Core just now. So now, as if anyone is looking at it now, there's only one remaining person from Third World alive right now.
From the founders, yes.
Yeah. A few months ago, maybe last year, 2025, we were supposed to link with that person to have his hand and footprint done. And we were trying to get Cat also still. We also tried to get Jimmy Cliff, but again, sometimes because we have to go through the necessary and the necessary channels to get some of these people, we couldn't get to them also. So it's just unfortunate, but the work continues. We are definitely moving into getting it on a bigger scale, because that there are Jamaicans all over the place. So the aim is to just move from city to city, location to location, and see if we can actually get as much persons and then footprint again for them to leave their legacy, and not just the ones who are in the sweet spots.
So are we able to, is there a website or an outline if we wanted to nominate someone or support the movement, the Jollywood movement? Where can we go? How can we go about that?
The only thing you can do right now still, is to go, if you Google Jollywood, we're on every social social platform. Right now, we're just working with all of famous to kind of nominate persons who they actually think is also eligible. And there's a list of about 100 and something people that I need to indirectly vet and look on, and then reach out to these people and then see what can happen after that. But for now, nobody can actually just, person can make suggestions, but now most of the information is coming from persons who are Hall of Famers.
Awesome. Anything you want to share with us tonight in terms of whether the status of how things are going, any highlights of the process, anything, any call to action, anything in particular you'd like to leave with us tonight?
Well, okay then. Let me see. The premise for being in Atlanta now was to get all the information, is to get connections and get persons who are interested to kind of come out and be a part of this. We are working on an exhibition.
Okay.
But again, everything takes time, and it's all about location, and about visibility. So we're working on a Hall of Fame exhibition for the Hall of Famers, where people can come and look at the original hand and footprint of some of the guys from in Atlanta, and also photos framed from the ones we have already done in Jamaica, and we have done almost over 50 in Jamaica thus far. We have done almost 15 or 20 persons in Atlanta, and there's a list of about 8 other persons in Atlanta to get done. We're also working on the golf series for Hall of Famers, and everything is supposed to be in February. It's Black History Month in the States, and it's Reggae Month in Jamaica, so we're working on something big for that still. But in time that will be released.
Okay. We have Michelle says, I recommend myself for education movement. I love it, Michelle. That's what it's all about. That's why we are the best. I love that attitude. All right.
And here's what are the recommend, what we look for.
Criteria.
The criteria. it's not too much, but the person has to be Jamaican or of Jamaican background. They have to
Right.
be contributing back to Jamaica still, because that's very, very important. You have persons, sorry to say, and it's sad to say that you have persons who have left Jamaica almost 30, 40 years now, and have never returned, never have done anything back where Jamaica is concerned. So
Right.
that's on the top of the list of things that you have to do. Personal development is also part of it still. Persons who have taken themselves from 0 to 100, because again, sometimes these are not persons in a sweet spot. You find persons who have bootstrapped themselves and take themselves to become the first of something, the first Jamaican to do this, the first Jamaican to do that. So that is very, very important also. And persons who are contributing to the community, especially like in Atlanta here. So you have to be contributing in some form of shape where Atlanta is concerned, in the sense you're giving back. Again, you have so many unsung heroes who are not in the sweet spot, who are on the list, who have to be acknowledged, celebrated, highlighted, and even promoted.
That's right.
And
That's right.
we just want the world to know that we have something like this, where and somebody said to me, I think about last year still, that the museum, the Hand and Footprint Museum, is the only museum of its kind in the world, who acknowledges persons in this type of fashion.
It's really unique and a special attribute. I admire it. I do. And all right, well, it's a pleasure to learn more about the old Jollywood movement, sir, and all that you do. I just know it's not going to be you're going to be back, because this is something that we look forward to the updates. Are you at privy to share any of the persons inducted, or is that
Yeah,
public?
and what we don't share, like for yourself, we don't tell inductees who recommend them.
Okay.
Because I have gotten situations where persons get to recommend it, but they don't really like the person. But again, the person has done the work. So it's just, you have done the work, so you deserve to be recognized still.
Okay.
So like Ellington back in Jamaica, we have done Basil Dawkins, we have done Basil Watson in some of the, yourself, Christy Mazuka, we done Apollon Reed, we have done Weepow, Dean Fraser.
All right.
We did Ken Booth.
I love the diversity. Yeah.
Yeah, man, we did Ken Booth. We did Lance Whitaker. He's from sports, a veteran sports personality.
Oh, yes. No Lance well.
Yeah, we did Justin on one actor. We did Money Zaka. We did what's again thing that Mokyang, she died recently. We did there's so many persons, man. I can't really think of everybody right now, but there's so many. Again, you can always, if you Google Jollywood Jamaica, if you on any social media platform, you'll see the work that we're doing, and we're just knocking it out one step at a time. Anything. That's just basically it. I always tell people that the work continues. It's never a sleeping moment for me, still, especially to read so many bios of persons who are eligible, a person who have been elected and selected to be part of the Hand and Footprint. It's very, very significant still. It's almost like it's immortalizing these guys.
Yeah.
Again, if you think about the dinosaurs, you can tell so much from a person's footprint. You can tell so much from a person's handprint. It's one of the true ways. I say to persons that the next best thing to this is for somebody to actually make a statue of you. It's that symbolic, and I know it's one of the last things that persons will remember when they say, you know what, I've done it. So the Hand and Footprint is very, very, very symbolic, very needed for persons out there who have made a contribution to country, to self, and to their community.
That's right. A recognition of those who have done it, and you, sir, are doing it. And we appreciate love that. And thank you. I see your hard work and dedication and conviction to this process. We welcome you back in the future to give us an update. But truly, ladies and gentlemen, visit Jollywood, Jamaica, and see what's going on. And think about the greatness among us and how we can recognize them, even if it means nominating yourself. Right, Michelle? All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, then. Have a good one.
Appreciate you. All right. Have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you.
All righty. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that's Mr. Kanhai Condison of Jollywood, Jamaica, and more. Doing a lot, and he's, passing through the ATL, sharing what he's doing. And let me tell you, it's really, truly a good move. So we have one more thing we can work towards, right? Getting our hand and footprints. There you go. Okay, my next guest is going to be talking immigration, a very pertinent topic right now. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen. So we look forward to that as Miss Safiya Byars will join us next. So stand by for that, folks.
Welcome to the YouTube channel of The Wayne Hall Show, broadcasting since 2012. The Wayne Hall Show is a global platform where information meets music. Please subscribe right now to keep up with everything that's going on in our community. This is the home of our live streamed simulcast show, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. until 10 p.m. Don't miss our remote broadcasts and awesome interviews of some of the most phenomenal men and women in the Caribbean American community. Check out our fun short videos. We're delighted to promote your business and services right here also. The Wayne Hall Show has received numerous accolades for its contribution to the community, including the Captains of Industry Award, the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, the Linkage Radio DJ of the Year, and several resolutions in the state of Georgia. Please hit the subscribe button and join the ever-growing community of The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music.
Sweet, sweet Jamaica.
If you're craving a real taste of the Caribbean, the flavors you grew up with, the ingredients that make your meals feel like home, then welcome to Caribbean Marketplace. At Caribbean Marketplace, we're proud to serve our community with 3 convenient locations across the metro area. In Latonia at 2618 C-Max Cleveland Boulevard, our Atlanta location at 5790 Old National Highway, or stop by our Douglasville store at 6920 C Douglas Boulevard. No matter which location you visit, you'll experience the same authentic Caribbean vibe and quality selection. Brands like Grace, Lasco, Walker's Wood, Chief, Maggie Seasoning, Beta Pack, and many, many, many more. We offer a wide variety of Caribbean produce, including yam, green banana, breadfruit, callaloo, chocho, and scotch-buttered peppers. And when it comes to ackee, we are the only ones that carry 14 different brands of ackee, like Linstead ackee and Spur Tree, just to name a few. If you're stocking up for your restaurant, wholesale is available. For more information, visit CaribbeanMarketATL.com and connect with us on social media using hashtag CaribbeanMP. So come shop where quality, culture, and community come together every single day. That's Caribbean Marketplace.
That's right, Caribbean Marketplace in 3 convenient locations, ladies and gentlemen. Max Cleveland Boulevard, Lithonia, Old National Highway, Atlanta, and Douglas Boulevard in Douglasville. Well-stocked, pinned to an anchor. Everything you want and more that you would expect to find in a Caribbean store, for sure. Check them out. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, my next guest is attorney, trademark, and immigration attorney, Ms. Safiya Byars, and we invited her because it just seems to keep the snowball just gets bigger and bigger. It seems to with what's happening with immigration in the current climate. And so I'm truly honored to have her on this evening, and I'm going to make my way over to her and say good evening and welcome. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well, Wayne. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm glad to be here.
I'm truly happy that you are, because there are probably more questions than answers right now in the current climate of immigration, and truly appreciate you coming on to talk with us this evening about that. I want to start by just asking you a little bit about what you do. Tell us about your practice, etc., and then we can get into some of the, your areas, your scope of service, and then we can get into some more of the questions about immigration right now.
Exactly. Well, hi everyone. I'm attorney Safiya Byars. I'm the owner and founder of the Byars firm, which is located here in Atlanta. And our areas of practice are immigration and trademark. We've been doing immigration for 20 years. It's been that long in
Wow.
the Atlanta area. We've recently added trademark, but immigration is our specialty. We've been going to USCIS before the Atlanta Immigration Court, the Board of Immigration Appeals, so the full gamut. And we are located here in Atlanta, Georgia.
That's right. And I've seen you online. I've seen the lives. I've seen the commentaries and stuff. Wow. Where do we begin?
Right.
Where do we start, ladies and gentlemen? Uh, the current climate of the immigration process.
Right.
How can you put that in a short enough summary for us as far as it relates to, you know, applications for green cards, citizenship, and then also the impact of being on the 75 list of 75 um,
Right.
that just came out the other day? Um, how can we, what's a good way to process that? Let's start with the implications of being on that list to start
Right.
somewhere.
Definitely. So the implications of being on that list, and I'm really glad you invited me because there's a lot of confusion. And there's a lot of confusion just because everyone is panicking and they're not looking at the details. So I want to definitely clarify the details. The pause on the issuance of immigrant visas. First, to begin with, an immigrant visa has nothing to do with applying for a green card in the US. An immigrant visa interview is for applicants who are outside of the US. That's why we call it an immigrant visa. The immigrant visa is basically the green card interview at the US Embassy, right? So if you are from Jamaica, my home country, right? If you're from Jamaica and your family member or whoever has filed for you, that part has been approved and you're waiting on the immigrant visa appointment in your home country, what the pause says is that the embassy may still interview you, but they're not issuing the approval at this time, which means that you won't be able to get the stamp in your passport and come to the US as a green card holder. You are on hold. Doesn't mean that you will never get it. It just means at the moment you are on hold because of the policy that the administration has taken and they're sorting that out. If you are on US soil and you qualify to do your green card here, you are not doing an immigrant visa. You are doing adjustment of status. And if you're on that list of any of those 75 countries and you're in the US and you qualify, notice I say qualify,
Yes.
to the process here, and you file for your work permit, your green card, all of that, you being a citizen of Jamaica or any of the countries on that list, it does not apply to you. You will be issued your approval and you'll be a green card holder and you are complete. If you are a green card holder and you're in the US and you are a citizen of one of those countries, that does not prevent you from getting your filing for your naturalization and getting citizenship, because again, that list has to do with people getting the green card interview overseas at the US Embassy.
Wow. Well, great clarification. That is good to know. There's a lot of noise. There's a lot
Yes.
of noise. And I know what the answer is going to be, but how do we navigate the noise? Because, for example, you see some of the posts on social media. Oh, they had a swearing in ceremony to go to, and then they were told it's suspended, and then in the midst of being told their swearing in ceremony was suspended, tried to they're also trying to get held by ICE. So how do we
Yes.
navigate all this, noise from these different angles?
Yes, that's miscommunication. Nobody who is in line for oath ceremony is trying to be deported, right? Before we had the pause on the 75 countries, remember, there was also the travel ban, remember? So that's a separate matter that occurred. And with the travel ban, there are countries on there that for example, Russia is on the list. If you're applying for your citizenship application will be placed on hold. It doesn't mean that you are not still a green card holder, right? So I believe this is what I've been telling my clients, Wayne, is if you follow all of the things on social media and the news, you will be 100% confused and you will literally leave the US and don't know what has happened. If you have immigration status already, or if you're applying for status, if you see anything on the news that's concerning or on social media, you want to go and talk with an immigration attorney. That is the number one bottom line. And I know most people don't want to hear that option, but that's what's going to happen because we are getting the memos and we are going through the memos and clarifying. Because on social media, I tend to stay away. Any posts I see on social media, I swipe by because on social media, there are news outlets that they are trying to literally grab your attention. And so they'll make stuff up. They'll take one part of the memo and they'll blow that part up into this sensationalist story. And you are reading this and you have no idea what's going on, right? So if you see something and you have an immigration case that's pending that, it's in process, or if you already have status and you're concerned about filing for loved ones, have a consultation, get into a relationship with an immigration attorney or immigration law firm so that they can give you the real updates. Stop going to notarios. If you have a tax person that does your taxes and do immigration as well, don't speak to them about your immigration matter, and do not work with companies who complete your applications. Like we call them form filling companies. They're not lawyers. And they'll say, oh, well, I just fill out your paperwork. Those are not the people to work with.
Wow. Wow.
That's my PSA.
Woo! Man, look, it's and again, you speak about social media. You get up in the morning, there are ICE videos everywhere.
Yes.
People are legitimately concerned now by consuming, like you said, all
Right.
this social media content. How to avoid ICE? Is there any way? I mean,
There-
from your vantage point,
Mhm.
who would you, who are they targeting?
They're targeting, it isn't a matter of who they're targeting.
Right,
The issue is deportation is nothing new, right?
right,
But what we are seeing is just the detail in which they're putting things out in social media and dragging people out of their houses. That has a whole separate agenda. That has nothing to do with immigration. That has the agenda of creating fear, right? So here's what I would tell my clients, and I tell my clients this, and I tell people that I see on social that join our social media posts. Stop watching the videos about ICE. The only thing that you are doing is dysregulating your nervous system. I'm going to be very straight to the point.
right.
The only thing that you're doing is creating a dysregulated nervous system where you are living in fear. If you are living in fear, you are going to attract the ICE officers to you. So here's what you need to do. If you are a green card holder, keep your green card on you, on your person, right? Because if you're stopped, you want to have your green card with you to show that you are a green card holder. Same thing, if you are a U.S. citizen, you need your passport. Now, unfortunately, having your immigration documentation on you does not prevent ICE from taking you to their facility. But once you get to the facility and they go through, they're going to see that you have legal status. Because when ICE picks someone up, they are ICE's immigration police. They're not the immigration judge.
Right.
Their job is to detain and take you to their facility where you're fingerprinted, your picture is taken, for them to use their resources to determine what your status is. So definitely keep your documents on you. If you are filing for your green card or filing for whatever status, which means that you do not already have that approved status, you need to keep copies of your immigration paperwork. And very important, you need to be working with a lawyer so that if you get detained and they say they take you to the facility and you get to make your phone call, you're calling the lawyer's office, right? And then if your family members, you don't come home or something, they can call the lawyer and the lawyer can start checking around to see what facility you are detained at and then move forward with your case. But you just have to keep a copy of your paperwork on you. It may prevent you from being detained, it may not. But the bottom line is, if you don't have anything on you, that is going to be a much more difficult situation.
And so I hope that answers. Does that help, Maxine? You were asking, how can you be sure you will not be held by ICE? And Michelle, you were asking how to avoid ICE. So ICE is where the questions are coming from right now. I would like to add to Safiya that, you sometimes you sit back and you see what's happening and you say, dear Lord, please give me the calm that if they do detain me, how important it is, Safiya, that we stay calm, not do anything that could injure our status.
Right. Do not sign anything. If you are stopped by ICE, you want to be as calm as possible. Don't do things that would incite them. Don't start running from them. Don't start screaming. You want to be as calm as possible. Any paperwork that is given to you by ICE, you can refuse to sign it. Okay? Because when someone is detained, let's say that this person has a pending case, which means that they do not yet have an approved green card or citizenship or whatever status they have. They may have applied for asylum or TPS or whatever. It's pending, which means that they technically do not have legal status at the moment. If you sign paperwork, you can actually sign paperwork voluntarily deporting yourself.
Right.
Which means you are giving up any claim that you have to an immigration application that's pending and you just want to go home. So the best thing to do is to not sign anything. So that way you don't inadvertently sign away, right, your pending status. So if you have a green card, then you're a green card holder or you're a citizen. So
as calmly and as politely as possible, just let them know I'm not at liberty to sign anything right now. I'll follow your due process, but please know I'm not signing any paper.
Right. They can't force you. I want to talk to my lawyer. I want to go before the judge. I want to talk to my lawyer. I want to go before the judge. I want my phone call.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, it sounds like at the end of the day, our best bet, ladies and gentlemen, is to make sure we have, depending on our status, let's say you're not in any of those. All right. So I'm a naturalized citizen.
Right.
Law abiding. I'm going down the road or I'm somewhere. ICE approaches. I'm being detained. I wouldn't be in contact with an attorney at that time. So I'm not going through a process where I'm in touch with an attorney. I don't have one handy.
Right. Status. Right.
What do I do in that scenario?
Well, you hopefully should have your U.S. passport on you. If you do not, they will probably take you to their facility where they'll go through your information. Again, do not sign anything and ask to make your phone call so you can call your family. Because when ICE goes to the database, they're going to see that you are, in fact, a naturalized U.S. citizen. Here's a good tip. Put your alien number in your phone. I've always told my clients that. When you get your green card and when you become a U.S. citizen, you still have an alien number. It's the letter A followed by 9 digits. Put it in your phone, under your phone number, or under your notes, right? Because knowing your alien number will allow ICE to retrieve records quickly.
Okay, very important. And that travels with you through green card status to naturalization. It stays on your, it's what becomes your naturalization number as well?
No, you don't need the naturalization certificate. On your naturalization, there's a naturalization certificate and there's an alien number. The alien number is your immigrant file that has everything in it, including your naturalization approval that you're now a U.S. citizen. So keep the alien number in your phone.
I am learning. Thank you, Maxine.
Little tips and tricks that we've picked up over the past 20 years.
And I know it's got to be an interesting situation now. So so the process still goes on. There's just some things happening that, if blown out of proportion, if we don't research, can make us panic. How can we contact you? How can we find the Byars firm?
Sure. So our office number, I'm going to give that number first, is 470-519-1237. That is our office number. That doesn't change. When you call, you'll get our assistant and we'll get you taken care of. Email is good. Should I give the email, Wayne? Is
Yes,
that okay?
please repeat the phone number too.
Sure. It is 470-519-1237.
Yes, and now and the email, thanks.
The email is S as in Sam, my first initial, Byars, B as in boy, YARS, at byarslawgroup.com. And Byars is with an A, not an E.
Okay, very good. So S Byars at byarslawgroup.com. Awesome. We got it. We got it. Oh my goodness. So I'm pretty sure that as you got ready for this conversation this evening, there must have been some stuff that I'm probably not even asking about that you might consider pertinent to the community. Is there anything, any such thing that you'd want to add to our conversation that I might not be asking?
Yes. So one of the newest regulation that will take effect going into February is that the U.S. government is going to be paying much more attention to your household finances, right? So the household finances, for example, how much money is the U.S. citizen or green card holder making when they apply for their loved one? That's always been part of the conversation. However, now they're looking at the entire household. So if you have anyone in your household, let's say you live together, you have extended family in the household, cousins, grandma, grandpas, kids, whatever. They're now looking at the total income in the household, and they're looking to see if anyone has received public assistance, whether that is Medicaid, food stamps, whatever the case may be, because they're taking that into consideration now when they're assessing the financial viability of giving someone a green card. The rationale is that they do not want to give a green card to someone who becomes a new green card holder, but the income in the household is so low, or the household is on public assistance, and their concern is that the green card holder will become a new immigrant who then will have to go out and receive public assistance. So just remember that if you have anyone in your household or if you are receiving public assistance, it does not mean that you have an automatic denial. It means that you're going to have to make a much more compelling case for the finances. And you definitely want to work with an attorney to help present that to your benefit when you do your interview.
Oh my goodness. Amazing. I so appreciate this information. And so does Michelle Gordon Walker. She says, now I know. Thank you. All right.
You
What other question? Do you practice any other area of law? Mm,
Yes, so
well,
we do trademark, which is for businesses trademarking their business logo and their things. But I will flip back over to immigration because immigration is so wide, and a lot of
yes.
people say, "Well, what do you cover in immigration?" So we work with the family. So if you're filing for your spouse, your parents, your children, whether that be adopted, biological, or stepchildren, or your siblings, we will be the attorney for you, right? So we do family immigration, we do humanitarian cases. So if you are being abused, unfortunately, sometimes that happens. We do applications and get green cards for people who are married to their abuser. If you need to apply for asylum, we handle asylum. If you need to renew your green card, if you have a 2-year green card, this is a very popular one. You have a 2-year green card and you need to convert over to your 10-year green card, we handle that. We handle your citizenship. And of course, we handle cases both in the US and overseas at the US embassies. Nationwide, we're not restricted to Georgia. We represent clients in every state. And we represent clients who are going to the US embassies worldwide. And of course, we handle local deportation cases if you should find yourself in that situation.
Very, very interesting stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, this immigration situation is no joke. Uh, the green card is coming up a lot in this conversation. And, you know, it was, um, I'll be honest and tell you that back before I was a citizen, I was coming through immigration with my family who are all citizens, and there's this one guy with 3 citizens coming through, and he's got a green card. And
Mhm.
the agent, the immigration agent at the kiosk, he said to me, he just kind of leaned forward and said, let me tell you, a green card is not something you want to just hold. Hurry up and get your citizenship. Um,
Mhm.
how comfortable, how confident should we feel if we like green card status and want to hold on to it? Would the
It's 100%. I tell my clients all of that all the time. The whole notion that your
yeah,
green card disappear overnight is completely fairy dust. A green card is a permanent process. You are not a visitor. Because I think I get that question a lot
yes, that's a
when
good
I
way
do
to put it.
my, yeah, when I do my lives on TikTok. Because everyone is saying, oh my goodness, I have a green card, can I travel? And I was like, yes, you can travel. Oh, my country's on the ban list, does not apply to you. A green card is not a temporary status that the US can turn off and on. A green card it stands for permanent resident of the US. You've been granted the right to live in the US, to work in the US as long as you want to. You can keep it for 100 years. Now, the only time, but there's things you have to do to maintain your green card holder status. And this is where people don't remember that there's maintenance. Here's one of the maintenance. You cannot be gone from the US for more than 6 months
Right,
at any given trip because you have told the immigration you want to live here permanently. So you can travel. But if you're gone for more than 6 months and you do not let them know ahead of time, they can say you abandoned the status, right? So that's one. Two, if you commit certain criminal offenses, you can lose your green card. For example, if you murder someone, if you are in drug trafficking, like those type of cases, they're going to say, well, you're a danger to society, so we have to take this back from you, right? So that's
right,
two. Three, if you acquired your green card fraudulently, right, which means that you either provided fake documents when you're applying for your green card, or you withheld information that had immigration known they would not have approved your green card. And then when you apply for citizenship, they can go back. If they find that, they can deny citizenship and take the green card away. Because it means that they approved you in error, right? That makes sense. 4, you cannot vote in elections. Green card holders are taxpayers, but they do not have the right to vote. So do not vote in elections. Do not commit crimes. Do not be gone for more than 6 months. If you acquired your green card holder status lawfully at the time that you applied for it, you have not acquired any criminal history that would disqualify you. And I say disqualify because not all criminal history disqualifies you. But if you acquire a criminal history that disqualifies you, or you're gone too long, you can lose the status. But if you don't do any of those things, you're a law-abiding person, you pay your taxes. There's nothing written in the immigration laws that says you can only be in green card holder status for 10, 20 years. It's permanent. You have the right to renew it. When you renew your card, you're just asking for the additional 10-year card for them to do the security checks, for them to make sure that you haven't committed any crimes. That's it. So it's permanent and you can travel. There's no restrictions on your travel, none.
Okay, great information. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we're speaking to Attorney Safiya Byars of the Byars Law Group, immigration and trademark attorney, giving us invaluable information here tonight. Thank you so much for coming on and doing this. There are 2 things that I had that I want to touch on, if you can, before we wrap up. A passport card. Is there a passport card in lieu of walking around with the whole book?
Right, yes. So if you apply for the passport card, you don't want to walk around with your U.S. passport, yeah, then you have proof on you that you are a U.S. citizen. Again, will it stop you from being detained and taken to a secondary location? We don't know. But if you do not want to walk around with the passport, keep the passport card, maybe make a copy of your passport and keep it in your purse or your wallet.
Thank you. Are they, okay, Dr. Reed is asking, can they, I guess, go back and say, you didn't receive your naturalized citizenship correctly, we are finding something now. Can they denaturalize, is the question.
Yes, so denaturalization is a process that has always been around. And ICE cannot denaturalize someone. When you denaturalize, the U.S. government has to take you to court, the federal court.
Okay.
They have to present the evidence and they have to make a compelling argument, which means they have to it can't just be a flippant thing, right? Like, oh, we found something and goodbye. No. Denaturalization is a federal lawsuit.
Awesome. All right. Now, social media. This is scary. Is your social media content on your page capable of standing between you and favorable status in the US?
Yes, if you are applying for your immigrant visa, applying for a visa to visit the US, applying for your green card, your social media, guys, was always fair game. They're just not telling you that they're looking at your social media. It has always been that way.
Okay.
I get to you. It has always been that way. So if you have social media and on social media, you are, pro against the US government and you're making, inflammatory statements and remarks, they think that you are a threat, then that could be an issue for not giving you your visa to come visit the US as a tourist, for them to say, no, we're not going to give you a student visa because you may come to the US and do something terrible, right? We're not going to give you a work visa, or we're not going to give you a green card approval because we see that you're tied to, whatever groups that are violent and not in accordance with the US government. So yes, your social media posts, they're not private, it's public. So please be careful of what you post.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
That should always be the rule. I guess they're just finding out, but Big Brother is always watching you. Always.
Always, ladies and gentlemen, always. And sometimes it does pay off to stay politically correct. You never know whose future it might affect.
Yeah,
You could be that
don't
person you file for later. Yeah.
yeah, don't involve yourself in that as much as you can. Um, Take care of yourself. That's it.
I always say, rule of
Mhm.
thumb, if it's not something I'm gonna get out into the cul-de-sac that I live in and tell all the neighbors I don't know on the top of my voice what's going on in my house, then I probably
Right,
shouldn't be putting it on social media
right. You
either.
probably shouldn't put it on social media.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
agree. I
Oh
agree.
no, if I'm not gonna go out, if I'm concerned about my
Mm.
neighbors that I don't even know their middle names,
Right,
learning something that's happening in my private space, then why do I put it in front of millions?
right.
No, it makes
Yes.
that there's no logic to that. So that's my rule of thumb. If I can't share it with my strange neighbor, why should my unfamiliar people on Facebook know? All right. Attorney Byers, thank you so much. I don't see, let me make sure. Let me go over to YouTube and see if there were any questions over here. Let's see. No, we don't have any questions there. Um,
Okay.
I think we are out of questions, which means it might be a good time to say a big thank you, unless there's something else you want to add to this dialogue
Oh,
before you go.
yeah. So the only thing additional that I'd like to add, guys, is to definitely follow us on TikTok. If you go to TikTok and you type in Buyers Firm, will pop up. And the reason is we have over 100 immigration videos on that page, and we
Awesome.
do live sessions all the time. I do lives all the time. So whenever something brand new happens, Wayne, that's the first place I go.
Okay.
I either post a video or I actually have a TikTok live session where I answer a ton of questions. And
Right.
so follow us there. We are on Facebook as well, but TikTok seems to be a lot more receptive in terms of people show up there every single day. So yeah, follow us on TikTok, Buyers Firm, BYARS Firm. And once you follow us, then you'll see when we go live.
Yeah, definitely. TikTok is the place. I got what, close to 300 viewers right now on TikTok live and less than 10 on some of my other pages, but that's
Yeah,
okay. It adds
they're very
up. So
active.
TikTok is where it's at right now. But
Yeah,
again though,
great.
thank you so much for for coming, for accepting our invitation. It really I know personally as a trained media person what media does.
Yeah.
And I saw the circulation about being on the 75, and I see the ICE videos, and I felt like it's time a professional just took the time, to the extent that you could, to break it down for us, to just had a little calm and normalcy to how we perceive and process this information. So thank you for doing that this evening. I truly appreciate it.
No, that's why I'm here. When my clients talk to me, they say, I can sleep at night. Like that's why I'm here.
Amen.
So you can sleep at night.
That's right. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it's 470-519-1237. That's 470-519-1237. Make sure you write the number down or just enter it in your phone now. With digital age, you don't write down anymore. You just enter it right there and then. And the email, sbyars, Byars, at Byars Law Firm, Byars, Byars Law Group, .com. So there you have it. Reach out to her, okay? And refer her. She'll tell you every time somebody calls Wayne, where do I send them? To Miss
Right
Byars.
here.
All right,
Appreciate that.
thank you.
Thank you, Wayne. It was a pleasure.
It is indeed. And you have a great rest of the evening.
You too. Take
All
care.
righty. Bye-bye.
Mhm.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Serious Times And in serious times like these, we need the authentic information and reliable sources. So we really appreciate Attorney Byars coming on and sharing that great information with us this evening. All right. Okay, and we still have some time for some more music. But before we do, let's do this.
Sweet, sweet Jamaica.
If you're craving a real taste of the Caribbean, the flavors you grew up with, the ingredients that make your meals feel like home, then welcome to Caribbean Marketplace. At Caribbean Marketplace, we're proud to serve our community with 3 convenient locations across the metro area. In Latonia at 2618 C-Max Cleveland Boulevard. Our Atlanta location at 5790 Old National Highway. Or stop by our Douglasville store at 6920 C Douglas Boulevard. No matter which location you visit, you'll experience the same authentic Caribbean vibe and quality selection. Brands like Grace, Lasco, Walker's Wood, Chief, Maggie Seasoning, Beta Pack, and many, many, many more. We offer a wide variety of Caribbean produce, including yam, green banana, breadfruit, callaloo, chocho, and scotch-botted peppers. And when it comes to ackee, we are the only ones that carry 14 different brands of ackee, like Linstead ackee and Spur Tree, just to name a few. If you're stocking up for your restaurant, wholesale is available. For more information, visit CaribbeanMarketATL.com and connect with us on social media using the hashtag CaribbeanMP. So come shop where quality, culture, and community come together every single day. That's Caribbean Marketplace.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take a short break here and just tell you about the Atlanta our Caribbean Lions Club event this Saturday. And it's going on January 24th, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. The Lions say weather doesn't stop the Lions, okay? There was a post from Dr. Angella Williams earlier. All right. Hello, Andrea Brown McNeish. Good evening and welcome. Good to see you. All right. She was saying they're still having the event. So it's 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. and it's at the DeKalb Conference Center. Tickets are $95. And remember, they truly do a lot. So give them your ultimate support. I want to tell you about this event, ladies and gentlemen. It's going down on Friday. It's a Friday event, February 6th. And it's a night of authentic roots rock reggae, celebrating the development and growth of Jamaican music, performed on Bob Marley's 81st heavenly birthday, presented by Wayne Hall of the Wayne Hall Show and the Night Nurse of the Reggae Redemption Show. All right. Featured performers include Errol Moore and the Island Groove Band, Everton Roy Collins, Anthony Malvo, Rika Newell, Andrew Bell, and Miguel Paul. And doors open at 7 p.m. Showtime, 8 p.m. at the Avondale Theater. That's at the Avondale Theater. All right. So I'll see you there, guys. Yep. We'll be there. Myself and the Night Nurse of the Reggae Redemption Show. I think that's based in the Carolinas. Yeah, man. We're going to make it nice. Reggae-matic vibes. Save the date, okay? Save the date. All right. We also have information on Grenada's 52nd Independence Anniversary Celebration. Yep. That is happening on, Saturday, February 7th, and that's at 7 p.m. at the White Box Events, 56 Perimeter Center, East Atlanta, Georgia. Sounds by Spice and hosted by DJ Ezzy B. That's right, and it's the Spice of the Caribbean of Georgia, and they're having their Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique 52nd Independence Celebration. Saturday, February 7th. All right? Be there or be square. All right. Big up yourself, Tashmaya. Shauna, what's up? Good to see you. All right. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The upcoming events that I have to share with you right now. Well, what a night. What a lot of information. What a lot of good stuff. That immigration conversation, priceless. All right, we're going to get out of here with some good energy. We're going to pick up right where we left off with No Idle People. Singer Irie.
Even if a chicken you a jerk, you coulda be a bank time for idle people who don't want to help themselves, but rather get up, sit down, chat people business, and don't want to do nothing else. We don't have no time for idle people who don't want to help themselves, but rather get up, sit down, chat people business, and don't want to help themselves. See food there, one go plant. You know one plant food, but you want eat it. She work there, make some money. You know one work for money, but you want spend it. 12 o'clock you still lie down in a bed. Then get up on a stretch and like you're flying on a bed.
Want to shout out Caribbean Marketplace in the house.
Set up your road, that's how you eat bread. We don't have no time for idle people who don't want to help themselves, but rather get up, sit down, chat people business, and don't want to do nothing else. We don't have no time for idle people who don't want to help themselves, but rather get up, sit down, chat people business, and don't want to help themselves. You know it's nice when money in your pocket, and you know say yes, you just work it, and nobody can tell you how to spend it. We have to spend it and when to spend it. We have made love to the hard worker who works so hard from 9 to 5 just to keep their family alive. If you're proud and you are work, spend your money with pride. We don't have no time for idle people who don't want to help themselves, but rather get up, sit down, chat people business, and don't want to do nothing else. We don't have no time for idle people who don't want to help themselves, but rather get up, sit down, chat people business, and don't want to help themselves. See food there, one go plant. You know one plant food, but you want eat it. She work there, make some money. You know one work for money, but you want spend it. 12 o'clock you still lie down in a bed. Then get up on a stretch and like you're flying on a bed. Dignity abandoned mean more need to fed from the sweat of your road, that's how you eat bread. We don't have no time for idle people who don't want to help themselves, but rather get up, sit down, chat people business, and don't want to do nothing else. We don't have no time for idle people who don't want to help themselves, but rather get up, sit down, chat people business, and don't want to help themselves.
Your life, your music.
Fresh FM Radio London.
You are listening to The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music. Meets music. Meets music.
That's right. Yep, you're listening. You're locked into The Wayne Hall Show, where information meets music. Once again, shout out to everybody on Fit FM 96.7, Trelawny's Radio, Your Life, Your Music, Linkage 101.75, New York, Fresh FM Radio London, Hype FM, The Right FM. You Choose Radio. You can't lose with YouChooseRadio.com, Energy, Radio1.com, Island Worldwide, those watching on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Facebook. Thank you so much to everyone who's checking out the Wayne Hall Show right now. All right, so here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. So I received this song, and it has the name Walk Away From Love. What comes to mind? I immediately start thinking a nice cover version and a one-drop beat of the Bitty McLean, Walk Away From Love. All right. Tell me if you're as surprised as I was to hear this brand new.
This sounds to be a trade-wide tree.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh.
DJ Super Tech.
Oh, oh, oh. Yeah. It's not that I don't love you. You know how much I do. And it's not that I found somebody
the from top, Miss All, it a beat them too bad.
Can you imagine? Soca, Kenny Blessing. Walk away from love.
Yeah.
Check it out.
It's not that I don't love you. You know how much I do. And it's not that I found somebody to take the place of you. But it's just the feeling, baby, when you touch my hand. That feel that shakes my body, and I don't understand, so I'm leaving.
Stop it! Stop it! Calm down!
Woo! One more time. I'm loving this. Can you tell? Walk away from love. Kenny Blessing. DJ Super Tech.
It's not that I don't love you.
Mad.
You know how much I do. And it's not that I found somebody to take the place of you. But it's just the feeling, baby, when you touch my hand. I'm gonna walk away from love before love. I'm gonna walk away from love. Yeah. Try to walk away, baby, but me can't let. Every time me say me gone, baby, can't let. The thing is too sweet, baby, say me can't let. No, me can't. Baby, me can't let. It's not that I don't love you. You know how much I do. And it's not that I found somebody to take the place of you. So I'm leaving. This time I play it smart. I'm gonna walk away from love before love. I'm gonna walk away from love. Yeah. Try to walk away, baby, but me can't let. Every time they say me gone, baby, can't let. The thing is too sweet, baby, say me can't let. No, me can't. Baby, me can't let. It's not that I don't love you. You know how much I do. And it's not that I found somebody to take the place of you. So I'm leaving.
see me inside the party. I come to give trouble, trouble.
Kenny Blessing 2 in a row. The cotton candy rhythm. 2 minutes before we make our way out of this edition of the Wayne Hall Show.
Not talking about violence, I'm not talking about badness. I'm talking about bacchanal, make the girl them wine up fantastic. I'm talking about fun, tell the girl them to link up again, and tell the girl them to wink up again. Inna the party drinking up again. Oh yeah, I come to give trouble, trouble. Plenty bacchanal trouble. Where are you? I come to give trouble, trouble.
That's right. I want to say a very big thank you to everyone who listened, watched, and both on the Wayne Hall Show this evening. It's been a great edition, very informative. And thank goodness we also got in some music. Maxine says it's a different and surprising song, hearing the walk away on the soca beat. Yes, it is, Maxine. Live and let love. Don't forget, the only way to start at the top is if you are digging a hole. Always look around for something great that's worth praising. Praise and support, and always be grateful. Until next week, same time, same place, same blazing station. The Wayne Hall Show will have Lorraine Smith and Dr. Reed joining us to talk about the Jamaica Museum and Autism Wednesday. Gets kicked off next week because every last Wednesday of the month it's going to be Autism Wednesdays right here on the Wayne Hall Show. So until then, Wayne Hall saying, see ya.
Oh yeah, I come to give trouble, trouble, trouble. Plenty bacchanal trouble, trouble. Where are you? I come here to give trouble, 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 trouble. Plenty bacchanal trouble. It's true. Where are you? I come to give trouble, trouble. Plenty bacchanal trouble, trouble. Plenty bacchanal trouble, trouble. Where are you? I come to give trouble, trouble. Plenty bacchanal trouble, trouble. Plenty bacchanal trouble, trouble. Where are you? I come to give trouble, trouble, trouble. Plenty bacchanal.